All right, welcome back to the ABC4 News at 4. It is Monday, which means we are talking kids under construction with author, parenting journalist Donna Tatro, Dr. Phil's go-to expert on all things parenting. Donna, good afternoon to you, and of course, thank you for being with us.
Hi, Emily. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so last week we discussed how to talk with your kids about events like the attack at the Capitol. Today it seems fitting to touch up on resiliency. First off, Donna, what is resilience and why is it so important to teach this skill to our kids?
So resilience is the ability to bounce back from disappointments or failures, and we really need this skill. This is a skill that parents need, kids need, and it's something that we can start really early on in life, and it's just as important as math or reading or language arts. So building this resiliency is important, and we have to incorporate it into our parenting.
Okay, so this is what's daunting is you have a math book, you have an English book, but you don't have a book on how do you teach resiliency, which is a real life skill. How do you instill resiliency?
Well, what you want to do is that you want to incorporate this resilience talk into everyday life, being really mindful about it. So here's an example. Kid tries to ride a bike. Kid can't ride the bike yet. So what do you say? Kid's going to say, I can't ride a bike. I can't ride a bike. So as parent, you need to say and instill, you can't ride a bike yet. That is really important to put that yet in. So if we're really mindful about the words that we're using, the phrases that we're using, teaching our children to say, I am capable, teaching children that their emotions matter and that they can feel mad, they can feel sad, but they can come out and feel resilient too. So teaching that talk is really, really important.
Oh, I love that. Yes. Okay, so how do we as parents not seem overbearing or send that signal that we think our child is weak or not capable or too soft? What do you say to that?
So we have to step back when we can. I mean, we have a generation of kids who have grown up helicoptered by parenting.
Yes.
And we know now for sure from research that it has hurt our children. So we need to learn to step back. So, example, say a kid doesn't do too well in school on a particular assignment. Instead of parents stepping in to have kid figure out, you know, go talk to your teacher, go do this, go do that, ask the child, so what could you have done better here? Do you think you might need to contact your teacher? Well, I don't know how to contact my teacher. Here, let me help you. I'll show you how. So, of course, kids are under construction. We have to show them how to do this for themselves. But at the same time, what they can do, allow them to do and step back.
I think this applies to online learning as well, right? This has been difficult. And I think a lot of parents at home with me can say, trying to be a parent and a teacher at the same time, I feel like that's a good lesson that can be applied to the online school setting as well.
Absolutely, and you know what? Think about it. Are we in class with our kids when they're actually in school on campus? The answer is no. So if we don't have to be present, we don't need to be present. Now, I will say this, though, for online school, if we're talking in that realm, kindergartners, first graders, they might need mom and dad to be there. So you could set up on a table parallel to each other and being there available if they need you, if they ask for help. But let them try to figure it out. This builds their resilience. You're telling them, I trust you. I know you can do this.
I love it. I love it. Okay. And this seems like we do need a support system as well, right?
Yeah, and we know from research right now, boys especially, when they fall out of school, it's because they don't have a bond with their teacher. So this goes into connection. I'm sure this is important for girls as well, but we do know from research that boys do better when they have a stronger bond with their teacher. So how can you help your child bond with their teacher? Find teachers, find coaches, people that really see your child, girls and boys, because there will be a connection and a bond, and that will help them build a resilience because they don't just have to count on mom and dad. They can count on themselves. They can count on others in the community to build that resilience.
Okay, there is so much to go over. Do you want to just give me a quick 10-second recap of the things we touched on, and then I'm going to, of course, tell people how they can find out more.
Sure. I just think it's really important for people to understand that That skill of resilience is something we all have to work on. And if we can show our kids early on as parents and model this, they're going to know this is just part of life. When I fail, I get up, and I know how to get up. I can do it on my own.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Donna. Again, author and parenting journalist Donna Tatro. Thank you, thank you. You can catch Donna again right here on Friday for another round of Kids Under Construction. Until then, though, to continue your exploration about your child and resiliency, which we just touched on, log on and download Donna's latest Kids Under Construction podcast at abc4.com. Just click on the Kids Under Construction banner right there on our front page.